everybody. Welcome back to the Raw Read. I am so glad you decided to stop by and see what I'm reading on. But before we get started, you already know. Go right down here. Yes, look around, find your subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. And while you're in there, hit your notification bell too, so you know when I upload or when I just want to pop in. And give me a thumbs up to fight my nemesis, that algorithm. It's dragging me up and down these internet streets. I'm telling you, I really, really would appreciate your help with it. And right about here, that's our join button. That's for channel memberships. And if you choose to become a channel member and a part of our reading club, you will be supporting my little channel to grow, to improve, and to continue. And I will be so thrilled, and so appreciative for that support. Also, if you want to do a one time donation, that'd be great. Our super thanks button is right over there. And any donations to this channel is always so greatly appreciated. I have a shout out. I want to shout out Miss Annette Sweat. Annette, thank you so much for your super thanks. You are such a huge supporter of this channel, and I am so blessed to have you. So thank you. All right, with all that said, let's get to the read, y'all, because y'all know I got a lot. I'm telling you, I be in these streets and I be finding all kinds of stuff, and I want to bring it back and talk to y'all. So I always have a lot. So we got to get started. So y'all know what I be doing when I put the read together. I be up and down these internet streets. I be all around. I'm telling you, standing on the corner, listening, seeing what everybody is talking about. And so while I was making my rounds today, of course, I went over to Instagram. And the squatties over to Instagram is still talking about William. William, name dropping like his name is Kim Kardashian. Now, we all know how Kim a name drop in a minute to try to make herself even more important than what she is. And that's exactly what William is doing. He name dropping his mama and his brother because he knows that if he name drops them, the eyeballs will come. They want to know what he's going to say about them. And that's what he did. And it's pretty much PR. And all of the squatties, at least all of the squatties I have communicated with and saw their posts, and I be in these streets. I be seeing what squatties are talking about. We're all in agreement that this is not an olive branch whatsoever. This is strictly blatant self promotion. That's all it is. Trying to bring some eyeballs to that boring old documentary he has made. Because I'm telling you, it looks like it's boring and it looks like it is a self promoting project. I'm just saying, and that's pretty much what the squatties over to uh, Instagram is talking about too. And like I say, they have a lot of other good stuff going on. Like I say, if you really want to see all the things that Harry and Meghan have been involved with and just some beautiful photos and sentiments, Instagram is your place to go. I love being over there. I really do. I went over to the dark side today, but I'm not going to bring y'all the clip that I found over there. I don't have time, but I'm going to give that little teaser out for tomorrow because we are definitely going to talk about it. It's old crazy eyes, Kids of Schofield, talking to that old Sullivan guy who looked like he need a bath all the time. I have never saw anybody's hair as oily as that man hair is. I'm telling you, he could sell it on the free market. I know he could pump at least 9 to 10 barrels of oil out of his scalp a day. It is nasty. I'm just saying. And him talking about still got Harry and Meghan in their mouth, still act like they can't get over the fact that Harry's gone. He's gone. But anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow. I might even do it as a pop up. And that's I hadn't did a pop-up in a long while, so maybe I'll just do it as a pop-up because I just be having so much. So y'all look out tomorrow for maybe a possible pop-up on that. Also, I went over to TikTok. I was over to TikTok, and the creators over there are pretty much talking about a whole bunch of stuff, but mostly this self promoting scheme of William and this upcoming Earthlock thing, and how it's on the 6th, and who the people who are going to be there, the quote unquote stars like Heidi Klum and Billy Porter. I'm telling you, it ain't top notch. I'm just saying. I know that's messy, but that's the way I feel. That's the way I feel. Cause at the oh, Heidi Klum, really? But anyway, also too, a lot of people are talking about who is not going to be there more so than who is going to be there, and they're talking about how Kitty Cat is not going to be there, and wondering why. Why hadn't she really started to work again? It is the strangest thing. And, just talking about this cancer she got is the oddest kind of cancer we have ever saw. Look at that young girl who she used for publicity. That little girl, she was out and about doing things. And why is Kate not able to do anything? But we all know that Kate did not go to the last Earth flop, and she did not have the excuse of cancer then, last year. You remember in Singapore? She didn't go to that Earth flop. She said that she had to stay home because either George or Louis had their finals, or what I think they, A levels, or we don't have A levels over here, so I think that's what she was saying. Like she ain't got about 12 nannies to help and tutors and all of that. That was real thin. That was really thin. And all of a sudden, it's something going on. I was talking on X, of course. Y'all know I was over on X. That is my home away from home. And today, we were all talking about, as Squatty was talking about, it's something big going on. I don't know what the big thing is, but it's something big. And a lot of squatties think the big is the big D for William and Kate, that they are just partners, in this thing. They are no longer a married couple. And it's this little clip that's going around too on X, formerly known as Twitter, of how he was treating her behind the scenes when he didn't think the cameras was rolling. He was acting like he didn't want her to touch him. She was walking past him and he just like did that. So he would make sure that he would not touch her. They're great actors, but it is something going on between them two, and we're going to talk about that. But yes, that's what they're talking about on X, and still dragging him about keeping Harry in his mouth, knowing that this is not a olive branch. He knows exactly what he is doing. He knew that it would throw these people who are so desperate, so thirsty, I mean, just dry and parched for any little tidbit from Harry or Meghan, or any kind of just inkling that Harry could possibly come back. And so he did that. He threw that out so he could draw attention. And that's what it is. And the squatties on X are talking about that. Yes, so that's what the squatties over on X are talking about. Just a whole lot of different things. Like we're going to be talking about a whole lot of different things too. We're going to start our read with this one right here, and it is a good one. This squatty says this: I see the desperation for Harry and Meghan content has hit the shores of Australia. And what does she mean by this? This online, evidently an online rag, has printed this saying that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have not been seen doing one thing for nearly 3 months now. And we all know that's a lie. And this squatter goes on to say, we all know this is a lie. Harry and Meghan were together in Colombia, which they want to pretend like Colombia trip did not happen. That Harry and Meghan was not all loved up, and you could see that they still loved each other and their marriage was good. And they were together at the bookstore opening. And they were together at Kelly's charity tennis match a day before Harry's birthday, which was September 15th. So September 14th, they were together. But yet and still they want to lie and said that it's been 3 months since they've been seen doing anything together. It's ridiculous. It is the most ridiculous thing, but they want the content. They want the content because what Harry and Meghan creates clicks. Harry and Meghan brings the eyeballs. Harry and Meghan brings the interest and the shine, and they miss that. When Harry and Meghan are laying low and being regular citizens, being people who just living their life, they are not a part of that family. They are not public facing royals. They get to do what they want to do. They are living their life like normal people. I bet Harry is somewhere riding his bicycle, throwing his ball to his dog. Meghan is taking her kids back and forth to school. You know, she have two school age kids now. They are doing normal stuff. Their job is not to entertain you. But the folks over there across the pond that the taxpayer pays, who is paid to entertain y'all, y'all have nothing to say. Because the last time I looked, uh, Charles was the King of Australia, and Prince William is the Prince of Wales, which is the heir apparent to become the King of Australia. So why aren't you looking over there? Like I said, these people stand on their head, they do cartwheels, they jump up and down, they hold their breath, trying to get y'all to pay some attention to them. But yet and still, your nose is over here in these two people's lives and faces who have no kind of obligation to you. But let's go on. This particular one said this, laugh out loud. They are begging the Sussexes. I thought they said that the royal tour down under was a hit, but they want Montecito Mili. They do. They want to see what Harry and Meghan is doing. They want to, they just absolute, and this is what this all this they're getting a divorce, they haven't been seen together, this all this nonsense is to try to smoke them out, to get them to come out to do something so they could have some kind of content. And I hope Harry and Meghan paid them no mind and continue to be unbothered, because they owe these people nothing. They owe the Daily Fail nothing. And all the rest of those rags over there and those that mess over in Australia that is 70% owned by Murdoch. I hope they absolutely continues to pay them dust. They so thirsty. You can see the thirst on them. They want the content. And Harry and Meghan are minding their business, and I love it, love it, love it. This particular squatter was talking about and answering to, talking about Harry and Meghan's 85-day mystery. And they talking about that Harry and Meghan has not done anything in 85 days. They hadn't been seen together in 85 days. And this squatter said it'll be 86 tomorrow, meaning that we don't care. We're Harry and Meghan fans. We're Harry and Meghan supporters. We are part of the Sussex squad, and we do not care when Harry and Meghan mind their business because we respect them as human beings. They have a right to live their lives. They owe us nothing. And we understand that. And we are a part of their fandom. And we understand that. We respect their. And but these people want to try to smoke them out and try to continue to lie on them, talking about 85 days. And I love it that this squad is said, and tomorrow will be 86. What's your point? What is your point? What is your point? And uh this one said this one said this. Breaking news, 44 days. And posted this picture of Harry and Meghan at the charity tennis match with their friends. And and also, well, I guess yeah, this was the last time thing that they did together. But that was back in on September 14th. But they want to lie. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. If you know what movie that comes from. You know what movies that come from. Y'all put it in the comments if you know what movie that comes from. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. And they lying. They lying. And this squad called them out. No, it's been 44 days. And my whole thing is, if it's been 85, so what? What? These are private citizens. They get to live their lives on their own terms. But these people are crazy. I'm telling you, they are totally and absolutely cuckoo. All right, I'm going to put this one up. It says Prince William and Kate Middleton have not been together since 1223. British media knows and covers for them by scapegoating Harry and Meghan nonstop. Kate negotiated and was allowed out again. When she didn't meet expectation, Willie banished her again and she's not invited to his events. This is what these squatties are thinking. And there was a lot of buzz on X today about that. That William just don't want her with him. Did y'all see? And I'm gonna put this picture up of him while he's talking. This is in Southport. While he's talking, she is looking at him. She's paying attention to what he has to say. But when she is talking, he is looking out into the distance, into the void, looking like he wished that he was somewhere else because she is desperately trying to tie these three sentences together and mumbling her way through it. And so this is what they're saying, that her, outing in Southport was such a disappointment. And like I said, they got a little clip on X is going around about behind the scenes when they arrived and whatnot. And he is just recoiling from her, trying to make sure she does not touch him. It is something big going on there. Now, a lot of people are saying it's the big D. I don't know. I am kind of out on what it might be. But it's looking like it's something going on. And that's all I'm saying. But I know one thing, they don't do nothing together anymore. This had started before she famed cancer. Before she absolutely threw her cancer card on the table and said, "Here you go." Things had changed. Like I said, last year she did not go to Earthflop. The last Earthflop she went to was in Boston. And we all know how that was a disaster. That was a full on disaster. I cannot wait to see how this one turns out. They probably have tried to pull it together and everything like that, but the interest is just not going to be there. And also, I learned today that it's going to be on Disney Plus too. It's just not going to be on ITV and ITV. What is it? ITV and ITVX. It's going to be on Disney Plus too, because they want the American audience to be able to see it. Like we interested in that nonsense. We got an election that's breathing down our necks. And I'm telling you, my heart is starting to beat faster and faster as we get closer and closer. So why in the world would I be interested in a self-promoting, self-indulgent, angry, pathetic human being like William, trying to pretty much self-promote himself on the back of the homeless? Because until I see some results in this whole thing, that's all it'll ever be to me. Because if you really think about all these projects, and it's not all that many, him and Kay has a handful of projects. They have the early childhood. That's all she got, and that was created, I don't know when. And he got the homeless, and he has Earthshot. And what kind of results have we saw from any of those projects? I have not saw anything except Kate came up with 5 questions, and all he can come up with is a big show for him to be able to walk the carpet with these semi-stars. I hadn't saw any results. I mean, I know they said they're giving out money, but where's the results? Maybe they'll have that on the show, but I won't be knowing what it is. If it's not on Twitter, I won't know about it because I am not going to waste my precious time watching that. Life is too short, and I will never be able to get them 2 hours back again. And that is not something I want to live with. I'm just saying. Let's go on. This particular squatter said this. You can tell that the British press is upset with Harry as completely. Oh, wait a minute. Let me start over. It said you can tell that the British press is upset that Harry has completely blanked them out. Meghan been ignoring them, but Harry used to give them some attention from time to time. But now he won't even respond to their desperate attempt to bait him. The power of indifference. Where is the lie there? And that's all this nonsense is trying to bait him, trying to say that his marriage is in trouble so they can come out, Harry and Meghan can come out and show them, no, we good. But I think Harry and Meghan has finally got to a place where they feel like they don't owe no explanation to these folks. If you want to think that, go ahead on and think it. While you're doing that, I got an idea. Why don't you hold your breath until they file the vote for divorce? And that'll solve Harry and Meghan's problem right there. Because it would be a good idea if all these people who believe that this marriage is truly, truly in trouble, put your money where your mouth is. Hold your breath. Hold your breath until they get the divorce. And we'll see how that works out for you. I'm just saying. All right, this person says this. Do you hear the background noises, Meg? They still believe that we have to prove something to them. This squatter is right on the same page that I am. I am so glad that Harry and Meghan have grown to the point where they feel like they don't have to prove nothing to these people. What do they have to prove to them? Time will prove it. My grandmother used to say, time will tell. Let the time tell it. As they keep clocking up all those anniversaries, those anniversary numbers keep going. They'll eventually figure out that, well, maybe they're not gonna get a divorce. Harry and Meghan owes them nothing, and I hope they are somewhere laughing just like this. All right, we're gonna switch gears a little bit because this was in the BBC, and they are saying that they are sanctioning Russia for disinformation linked to Kate's rumors. They tried to pin that on the squatties, saying the squatties had put all these rumors out about Kate and where is Kate and stuff like that. And now they saying no, it wasn't the squatties, it was Russia. Yeah. I say it wasn't the squatties and it probably wasn't Russia either. I think it was Kensington Palace because this squatty went through all of it and boy did it make some sense. And we're gonna go through all of the stuff that came out of Kensington Palace. And who is really the person who is guilty of the misinformation? Is it Russia or is it Kensington Palace? My thought said it was Kensington Palace, you know, because let's go through it. It said DAMN. I can't say the word because y'all know I'm on YouTube. You Russia, how dare you fake the Mother's Day photo, Russia? Did that come from Russia or was that from Kensington Palace? I wonder. Was it from Russia or Kensington Palace? And it said Russia faking the Mother's Day photo. Russia creating an AI garden message. Was that Russia? But yet and still they want to punish Russia. Now I am not a fan of Russia, but it looked like they trying to pass off all of their dirty works on Russia. But we are not going to let that pass. We're going to remind you that all of the misinformation came from Kensington Palace. I don't remember Russia coming out with anything. What was supposed to be from Russia? It says Russia creating Carol Middleton's driving a five-tired Audi. Yeah. Did Russia create that picture with that old fuzzy picture that was supposed to be taken by Back Grid? Y'all remember that? Now, Back Grid is supposed to come way from California. And I believe the reason that happened was, and they fed that to Back Grid, was because Back Grid has been the people who have been getting behind the scenes shots of Harry and Meghan at different events and stuff like that. William even wanted that. He even wanted that. So why would Backgrid fly all the way from California um to England to what is it, Windsor, where Kate and William live, to take a picture? But yet and still, here it is a five-tire Audi with a woman who has a swollen face and it's so cloudy. I mean, all that fuzz in there. Was that Russia who did that? I'm just saying. And it says, Russia didn't stop there. Russia had a body double. I cannot, y'all. This squatty is killing me. He said, it said it did not Russia did not stop there. Russia had a body double to appear at a farm shop and tried to deceive the public that it was Kate and William. As if that wasn't a deceitful enough, Russia communicated with the Sun's senior editor Victoria Newton and agreed to run the farm shop video. Yeah, they want us to believe that all of that was Russia, everything was Russia, but no, this came straight out of Kensington Palace. And they up there talking about they're gonna punish Russia. I mean, sanctions linked to Russian misinformation linked to Kate rumors. This is ridiculous. It said and then it said, and agreed to run the farm shop video. Phew, Russia has been busy. I don't forget. It said, don't forget, Russia also photoshopped the late queen into a family photo surrounded by her great grandchildren, dressed to show Harry and Meghan what they were missing. On top of invading Ukraine, looks like Russia took over Kensington Palace and did all that in the first quarter of 2024. Not to forget, uh, not forgetting the ambulance police convoy that was caught on camera heading to the hospital on the 28th of December 2023. Russia, Russia, Russia. Russia, Russia, Russia. Now you've done gone and made AP Rutgers place Kensington Palace on the untrustworthy source list for no reason at all. Poor William and Kate, they didn't do anything at all, like always. Where is the lie there? I got so tickled in that. Yeah, want to blame Russia for all that. No, it wasn't Russia. It came straight out of Kensington Palace. The five-tire Audi with Carol Middleton and Kate in that, supposedly Kate. It was so grainy, who knows? But yes, yes, they want to put all that on Russia. Yeah, okay, all right. But we all know Kensington Palace is right on the same level. They are considered by the AP as the same, being just as trustworthy as North Korea and Russia and Iran. They're in good company. But yeah, they want to put that on Russia. I love it. And this squatty said, "Damn you, Russia. How dare you fake that Mother's Day photo? Russia, poor royal family. Russia faking a Mother's Day photo. Russia creating an AI garden message. Russia creating the Carol Milton five-tire Audi with the bruised face Kate sitting in the front. Russia didn't stop." Uh, and this squatty said this: "I'm not convinced that Russia is the ones with the forbidden sapphire ring, because it's been missing since summer. The kings need to have a word with Russia because things ain't looking good." And also, yes, people are talking. I'm just saying, people are talking that they feel that he has taken that ring back because they are business partners at this point. They are not loving partners. And he took that his mother's ring back. And that is why she's wearing, the eternity band, the sapphire eternity band and all that. But I tend to believe that this is just copycat because she has saw that sometime Meghan will wear her engagement ring, but Meghan probably has found that it's not practical to wear because she has small children or whatnot. So basically, she just wear a wedding band and her eternity band. And so when Megan started doing that, they was up there talking about William was concerned about where's her ring was at because she had those two diamonds that came from Diana's collection, and evidently he is the police when it comes to that. He don't feel like his brother should have anything of his mother, so he was concerned about that. But yet and still, I just feel it's just her being copycat. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I think it's her being copycat. Um, because I don't know, but it's something big going on. It is something big going on. But they can always, when Megan stopped wearing her engagement ring for a while, oh, it just ramped up, talking, and I still see one or two articles about it right now, but they completely and absolutely ignore that big sapphire diamond ring that Kate wore for what, 12 years straight, almost 13 years straight, it's gone missing. She's no longer wearing it anymore. But it's nothing being said about that. Nothing. but the squatters are speculating that it's a meaning behind that. I am still on the fence about it. Y'all tell me what y'all think. But I'm gonna put this up. This squatty said, "If it walks like a okay," they're responding to this. It says, "Princess Kate replaced her sapphire engagement ring to help uh, disperse any rumors." And the squatties are saying this is weird. Excuse me, my nose itching. They're saying this is weird. It says royalists are now counting the days and week that Prince Harry and Meghan are not seen in public together, hoping that it means divorce. Never mind that they have a whole Prince William and Kate who, even before her alleged cancer, was not seen together in public for months. And then it says they're making up an excuse talking about it is to help disperse any rumors. Well, the rumors are being kicked up because she doesn't have it on. And she done wore it all these many years, and all of a sudden she don't want to wear it anymore. And this squatty said if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, Harry and Meghan must be getting a divorce. That is just the way it works over there. If it walks like a duck and quack like a duck, it Harry and Meghan has to be getting a divorce. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we're gonna do this one here. It says, have you guys noticed how every year they rave about star-studded lineup? Meaning on Earthshot. They every year they be talking about this star-studded lineup. I'm sorry, but this year I don't see where the star-studded lineup is. Billy Porter and Heidi Klum. Really? Okay. I'm not being messy, but come on now. And it said then any substantive issue about the event itself, and at the end of the day, it ends up being a rent a star, David Beckham. And I'm telling you, if David Beckham, if William called David Beckham, and David Beckham is on the other side of the moon, he will fly in no matter how many hours it takes to be there. I have never saw a man grovel so much for a knighthood in my life. He wants it so bad. Him and his wife are such phony balonies. It is something to see, let me say. And it says this is what they said. Princess Kate set to miss ceremony as star-studded lineup unveiled for Prince William's major event. She's never come. I'm telling you, I think they've had four. This is the fourth event. She went to two. They had one, the first one, I think they had in the United Kingdom. That's when just they had all those barriers out, and only just a couple that was on their way to Tesco's, as Byron said, was standing out there. And you remember that's when he dressed in all that green and looked like that green midterm roll on. I think that's what Byron said. Yes, that one. And then they went to Boston, and then she was there. But Singapore, no, and now South Africa, no. And my whole thing is, why is it not in the United Kingdom every year? Why are you all over the place using all of this energy? You know what I'm saying? Flying all these people in when you could just be at the United Kingdom where you live. But at the end of the day, it's not about saving energy or saving the earth. It's about self promotion. And next, we're going to talk about his Earthshot prize and what they were just saying. It's all about the lineup. I found this is a Prince William Earthshot Prize reveals celebrity lineup for awards night. And basically, it's a whole lot of people that I had never heard of. One of them is going to be a South African television presenter. I don't know her, so I'm sure she's very famous in South Africa. And Billy Porter, he's supposed to be the one of the co-hosts there. And Heidi Klum, if this is star-studded, okay, all right then. And I know Billy Porter was saying that he was happy to be there. I think they talked to him about it. He said he was happy to be there. I'm sure he is, as long as he getting paid. I'm just saying. All right, I'm gonna put this up, and this Squatty says this. So Kate is skipping Williams' premiere event again, while their own newspaper talk about how Kate isn't coming to Christmas. But it's all the Rhoda wants to talk about is Harry and Meghan's impending divorce. Make it make sense. It is puzzling, is it not? It is puzzling. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? Yeah. I did a podcast on it about William and Kate plotting a Christmas coup on King Charles. And I told y'all, y'all see that exclusive there? That means that William has taken his cup of tears over there to Tom Sykes and he wrote this particular article. And one of the most interesting things was in it was that William and Kate said they were just going to go to church. They were going to have a rival Christmas lunch and party, and that the reason that they wasn't going was because of Tom Parker Bowles. Said they did not want to go if Tom Parker Bowles was going to be there. Well, I'm looking around searching today, and guess what? Tom Parker Bowles he has entered the chat. He has been over there talking to People Magazine. Charles and Camilla got him out to say a word or two as a response to this article about William and Kate. They are really, really fighting. And my thoughts on this, now that Tom Parker Bowles has come out, is that they were just using him as an excuse. They are going renegade. They are going rogue. They want to make it all about them. They want to push Charles and his horse to the side. Y'all remember before the Queen died, and it was on what is that day? Remembrance Day. And you know that on Remembrance Day, the Queen was not there. Charles was laying the wreath for the Queen. William was down there and Edward. And the women was up top. And the next queen in waiting was going to be Camilla. But who was standing in the middle? And you remember that was during the time we was getting so many articles about how they should skip over Charles and Camilla and go to William and Kate, how Catherine the Great, all these articles was coming out. And in the middle, where the queen usually stand, it was Kitty Cat. It was Kitty Cat. And I believe this has been a ongoing thing. I think that they are just using Tom Parker Bowles as an excuse. William wants to push them aside. William has gotten that money and he don't need them. He really, really don't need him. He does not have any kind of tethers to him when it comes to Charles. And now he wants to do his own thing. He wants to disregard his father as king and everything. He don't want to participate in nothing that they're doing over there. But he just can't do it because of the fact that he don't like to take the hit that comes along with it. So he tries to use excuses. And I do believe Tom Parker Bowles was used as an excuse, and you will see why. It says, this is them talking about that. It says Prince William will snub the royal family Christmas if his stepbrother Tom is there. See, they using Tom Parker Bowles. It says, in today in royal family feuds, William is apparently not a fan of his stepbrother, aka Queen Camilla's son, Tom Parker Bowles, to the point where Will is planning to bow out of Christmas with the royals if Tom is in attendance. According to the Daily Beast, Prince William and Kate Middleton are unlikely to attend Christmas, and they say in Balmoral, but it's not Balmoral, it's Sancrium. I can never say that word, y'all. Sancrium. And it says this year, no matter what, but are especially poised to skip the event if Camilla invites Tom. That is the scenario that William took his little salty tears over to Tom Sykes and told Tom Sykes. Well, like I said, Tom Parker Bowles has entered the chat. And he says this: Queen Camilla's son, Tom Parker Bowles, hasn't been to a royal family Christmas yet for various reasons. Now, William was saying that in that whole thing with the scenario, if Tom Parker Bowles is invited again, giving the impression that this is the reason why he is not going to be at Christmas because of Camilla inviting her family, all these people. And Tom Parker Bowles said he hadn't even been to a royal family Christmas. It said, we are married in and we are not the royal family, Tom Parker Bowles tells people. The royal family may be steeped in tradition, but under King Charles and Queen Camilla, it is now reflects the modern realities of a blended family. Since the marriage of 19 years ago, trying to tell them she been there for a while. Following a extramarital affair and prospective divorces, Charles from Princess Diana in 1996 and Camilla from Andrew Parker Bowles in 1995, they brought together a unique family where Camilla's children, Tom Parker Bowles, 49, and Laura Lopez, 46, are step siblings to Prince William, 42, and Prince Harry, 40. We live in 2024 and blended families. It is a little bit different from the days of Victoria and Edward. So Tom is saying, listen, this is a blended family. But yet and still he's saying he ain't never been over there. He ain't been there for Christmas. So basically saying, why is William so offended? Why? It says, if they are happy, then we are happy. And that's where it all starts from. Camilla's son, Tom, tells people amidst a release of his latest book, Cooking with the Crown, whatever. And it says, May 2023 coronation brought Tom's own family into the spotlight, particular his daughter Lola, 17, and his son Freddie, 14, whom he shares with his ex-wife Sarah Baez. Freddie even played a role in the ceremony as a page, along with others, including Prince George. His children have grown up close to Gaga and Up Pop. Too bad that Lily and Archie is not growing up. I don't want him. I don't want them to grow up close to that horse, Gaga. So we know what the horse's name is, Gaga. And Up Pop. They adore the king too. He has been a wonderful step grandfather. To me, that is a knife in the heart because he can be such a wonderful step grandfather, but he is such a failed grandfather. And I bet he is a failed grandfather to his grandchildren who live over there. I am willing to bet you. we can all see that it is something going on here. It says, of course, there are boys, William and Harry, and talking of a wider family, Peter Phillips and little bit younger than me, and I've grown up with them. And Zara Tyndall, the York girls, he's saying that he grew up with them. And he even posted pictures of him with Harry and William, and I'm gonna put one of them right here. He said, despite reports last year suggesting otherwise, Parker Bowles, 49, confirmed that he still hasn't joined the royal family for their traditional Christmas gathering in Sandringham. Y'all got to excuse me about that name. For some reason, I cannot say Sandringham. Sandringham. I think that's right. But yes, you remember they was up there saying that he had come, and William was saying that's the reason why he was gonna have a rival party. That's why he was gonna have, and he was gonna post out. They're gonna post all this stuff. This is why the coup is happening. They put it all on Tom Parker Bowles. His presence since Charles became king, and Tom is saying he ain't even been over there. Called him out, exposed him for the liar that he is. And we talked about this in a past podcast. We talked about this. William is a liar. He is. You see how he stood up there talking about he was so happy about Harry being engaged, especially because Harry would stay out of his fridge eating up all his food. And Harry had to air him out about that in spare, saying he ain't ate none of that food. He hadn't even been invited to dinner. And now Tom Parker Bowles is airing him out, saying that the reason you're not coming to Christmas is not because of me, because I hadn't even been over there. I love this for him. I love this for him. He is absolutely just exposing William for the lie that he is. And then he goes on to talk about Charles. This is another article. He talks about Charles. They said he over there just talking and running off at the mouth. I'm telling you, he is just talking. Camilla and Charles got him over there advocating. I mean it. It says Tom Parker Bowles says King Charles is strong amidst cancer diagnosis. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. He said, it's a terrifying disease, and when someone close to you gets it, it is somewhat it's what it and when someone gets it in whatever capacity, it's very worrying thing. Tom Parker Bowles tells people. He gave them two interviews, one on airing William out and the second one on Charles's health. This is Buckingham Palace coming back on Kensington Palace's lies. William want to do whatever he want to do for Christmas. He don't want to follow tradition. He don't want to do any of that. And he want to post his Christmas. He want to promote himself because he is so desperate to gain in popularity. He is so desperate about that. He don't want it to be cloaked in mystery. He wants to pose so people can see what he's doing for Christmas, that he is just a regular guy who flies around in a helicopter and has 4 or 5 homes. Yeah, he is just like us. Don't you know that? I'm just saying. But then Tom is airing him out. Now he's telling that the king is good, saying when King Charles revealed his cancer diagnosis in February, there were doubts about whether he could still undertake his previously announced royal tour in Australia. Now, 8 months later, the 75-year-old monarch, who reportedly paused his ongoing cancer treatment, which is still the strangest thing that I have ever heard of, for a royal tour of Australia and Samoa alongside his horse, 77, has undertaken a grueling 9-day schedule packed with multi engagements each day, not a mention the challenge of the 22-hour flight. Now that's true. Now that's true. And he took it like a champ. I must say, he looked horrible, but he didn't falter. He did not. It's to me, it seemed like Camilla won falter more than he did. I'm just saying, you had to. She was out there kicking her shoes off and sitting up there giggling, just like she had lost her mind and was having some kind of mental break, and headed up the stairs ready to go. She was in a. I'm telling you, she was the one. He looked like he was very composed. Like I said, on his face, he looked terrible, but he managed it. He did. She just looked terrible, and pretty much just we also, I ain't gonna even say no more, have undertaken we talked about that. It said I missed a release of his book. Of course, he promoting this book of his, which nobody don't want. It said the king is strong. Parker Bowles 49 said of Charles and who arrived in Australia with Camilla on October 18th for their highly anticipated tour. I don't know about how highly anticipated it was, but it was something. He is doing what he can and following the advice of the doctors. Fingers crossed, not, I mean, touch wood. He is a magnificent king. I'm sure he is to your family. And I'm going to put a picture of him with Charles when he was a little boy. Charles has been smashing this man's mama ever since he was a little boy. When he was up there talking to this little boy, he was smashing his mama. He was. How low can you go? I'm just saying. He said he's a magnificent queen, although he cheated with my mama on my daddy. While I'm standing here with an apple in my mouth, he was smashing my mama. I'm just saying. And they explore, and then he talk about all this stuff about this book. But yeah, so he is saying Charles is doing good and how wonderful he is. And then he goes on to talk about and brag on his mama. And we all know this is just damage control because we all saw her behavior in Australia, in Samoa, and it was disgraceful. It was disrespectful and it was trailer trash level. It was gutter level. And so he went in there and talked and was talking about how she was by his side the whole way. And he said throughout the tour, Camilla remained a steady presence by Charles' side. She also undertaken solo outings, bringing awareness to some of her key royal causes, like supporting victims of domestic violence and sexual abuse. And this woman has done nothing but abuse people, lying on them, emotional abuse, which is just as damaging as the other ones that were mentioned that she advocates against. I'm just saying. So, and then, and he's trying to do damage control for her because we all saw her behavior on full display. And he said, I'm incredibly proud of her. She, at an age when most people think of retiring, but she never complains. She just gets on with it, Parker Bowles said. I tell you what, she looked like she faltering though. And she just got such an ugly way to herself. I'm telling you, she has showed herself to be who she is. I'm just saying. Uh, and one more thing I want to say about this right here. And we all know that his documentary is airing the 30th and the 31st of this month, October the 30th and 31st. And Harry's documentary or his series about polo is not airing until December. But these fools over across the pond who act like they are completely and absolutely obsessed stalkers and are just obsessed with dragging Harry's name into anything. How in the world, listen to this headline: Prince of Wales homeless documentary to air ahead of the Duke of Sussex's polo series. And Harry's polo series does not kick off until December. This uh, homeless thing is the 30th and the 31st. That is a full month in between. What are they talking about? This old Victoria Ward wrote this nonsense. Talking about the heir to the throne latest foray into television comes as he gradually increases his profile on the international stage. These people are crazy. Prince William's documentary about the homeless is to air on Disney Plus ahead of his brother's Polo series on a rival network, Netflix, in December. The Prince of Wales 42 took part in the two-part ITV series to highlight his work in seeking an end to homelessness. And then they go into all the nonsense he's doing. And I hate to say it nonsense he's doing, but it is nonsense until we see some results, because we all know what his record is and who and what he is about. But to try to tie Harry into this nonsense, it's I have never saw people tie themselves in a knot trying to get Harry involved in stuff that he has nothing to do with. How in the world is he somehow competing with William and they are a month apart? They are a month apart. And Polo has nothing to do with homelessness. These people are crazy. I think it's some kind of disease. It is something in that water. It's some kind of a mind worm or something has it went through their ear and is coming all the way out the other side. These people have a hole in their brain. I am determined. I believe that. I really do. All right, I want to put up something really, 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 really nice before we go. This right here, I was looking through pictures and I saw this. It is so beautiful. This is one of my favorite pictures of Harry and Meghan's wedding. Diana's view. I love it. Look at them. They are Disney like, aren't they? Oh my God. So beautiful. So beautiful. And I wanted to put this up. It says Chris Hemsworth is officially in talks to star as Prince Charming in Disney live action Prince Charming movie. And this particular squad said, I know a real Prince Charming a good who is also good at voice work. Yes, Harry is a Prince Charming. He is, because when you think of Prince Charming, you think of Harry. You do. And of course, I got to put the clown up. He is such a bozo. He has just totally and completely destroyed the monarchy. He has. If it falls, it started with him. Bozo. And also, I'm gonna go back to Kitty Cat. Kitty Cat is having it's something going on with Kitty Cat and William. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I told y'all what the squatties think. They think it's the big D that's going on. That William has separated himself from him, but they definitely are not close because I saw that little clip. I'm just saying, but I see in her soul, she undid all this to get what she wanted, and it's not really working out that well, is it? And I love that for her. I do. All right, y'all. That's it. See y'all later. Bye.